Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, a bicyclist is killed in a hit-and-run crash. We take a look who is now behind bars and his long list of traffic violations. And the former director of the FBI returns to court asking that an indictment against him be dismissed.
And shower and storm chances are in the forecast again this weekend. Details coming up.
Dedicated to southern and eastern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. Former FBI Director James Comey was back in court today asking that the Department of Justice's case against him be dismissed. WYMT Washington correspondent Katrin Asaf has more on the key hearing today.
A courtroom bombshell as the Department of Justice reveals the full grand jury that charged former FBI Director James Comey never saw the final indictment against him.
That reveal coming from President Donald Trump's hand-picked interim U.S. Attorney Lindsay Halligan during questioning Wednesday morning. She and Comey were both before a judge as he pushed for the two charges against him levied in September be tossed out. The Department of Justice accuses the former FBI director of lying during a 2020 hearing about whether he authorized leaks to the press. Comey has pleaded not guilty and claims the indictment is instead a selective and vindictive directive by President Trump against someone he sees as a political enemy. The big headline from Wednesday's hearing was that heated back and forth between Halligan and the judge, with her admitting only two grand jurors reviewed the final indictment after changes were made. Comey's lawyers say the lapse is grounds for dismissal. The bombshell comes just 2 days after Halligan was first criticized for her handling of the case, with a judge citing a disturbing pattern of profound investigative missteps, including accessing old evidence without a new court-approved search warrant.
The Department of Justice has been ordered to respond to Wednesday's happenings in a filing by the end of the day. No immediate ruling was issued. In Washington, I'm Katrin Asaf.
The NTSB is releasing the findings of its investigation into last year's deadly Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse in Baltimore. They say multiple power outages on the Dolly led to the ship striking the bridge's southern pier, which then collapsed. 6 construction workers were killed. Officials found an electrical breaker on the ship tripped, causing the blackout. Investigators also found the bridge was not rated for impact with modern vessels. Former Vice President Dick Cheney will be laid to rest on Thursday. Cheney died earlier this month after battling pneumonia along with cardiac and vascular disease. Cheney served in the White House with President George W. Bush for 2 terms between 2001 and 2009. In recent years, he became a harsh critic of President Trump, even voting for Democrat Kamala Harris in the 2024 election. Former President Joe Biden is expected to attend the service. It was a gloomy day here in the mountains, and there's more rain on the way. Meteorologist Eric Dean has our first look at the forecast. Eric.
So as Stevie said, it was very gloomy, very cloudy, very chilly today. We had temperatures in the 40s and 50s. Some places, though, did make it into the 60s. Matter of fact, one place made it even to the 70s. But right now, we're at 48 in Powell County near Stanton. With that wind, it feels like 48 degrees out there at this hour. First Alert Live pinpoint Doppler radar, all is quiet throughout eastern Kentucky. We have a stationary boundary just to the south of us. It's not moved for the past couple days. So as long as we stay in this pattern, which we're going to stay in it for the next couple days, we're going to keep those rain chances in the forecast. And we take a look at the temperatures right now, 40s, 50s, 60s, even upper 60s, low 70s. Jacksboro made it into the 70s earlier today. You're at 68, 65 is the current temperature. In Middlesboro, 55, the Double Nickels and Hazard, as well as Whitesburg, 40s from Prestonsburg to Louisa. So if you have plans over the next several hours, will stay mainly cloudy. Temperatures will hover in the mid-50s. Now, all eyes are on Friday going into Saturday, and we'll time that out in the First Alert forecast in a few minutes. Steve.
Eric, thank you. In southern Kentucky, a semi-truck overturned on Interstate 75, causing a big mess. It happened late last night at mile marker 26, and at one point, as we first reported last night at 11, shut down the interstate for several hours. When the semi overturned, it blocked all the northbound lanes. All lanes have since reopened. No word on any injuries. In Carter County, what was originally thought to be an armed robbery was apparently a hoax. According to the Ashland, Kentucky State Police Post, troopers responded after a report that two men went into a gas station along US 60 in the Rush community and took an undisclosed amount of money. Police later determined a store employee, 32-year-old Jesse McDaniels of Ashland, made up the story in an effort to conceal his own criminal actions. McDaniels is charged with false reporting of an incident. In Huntington, West Virginia, a man is now awaiting sentencing after pleading guilty to child pornography charges. The U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of West Virginia says Connor Lyons pleaded guilty to the charges Monday. This goes back to September of 2023 when court records show Lyons was accused of using a file-sharing computer program to download nearly 500 images containing child porn. He will be sentenced in March. In western Kentucky, police are investigating after a car was hit by a train. It happened in Davis County last night at approximately 10 p.m. The incident occurred at the tracks at the intersection of East 9th Street and Center Street. Police say the car had been stranded on the tracks. Officers say no one was hurt, and the accident reconstruction unit is investigating. Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, the fate of one school is up in the air in Logan County, West Virginia, after parents came out to voice their opinions.
And don't put away the rain gear just yet. You're going to need it as early as tomorrow night. Details coming up.